Listen, I didn't think it would come to this either. I think it's been a total of 4 hours where I promised I would sleep. I did not sleep. Oh, there's mail. Oh, sorry. I will not do it, no. It's, yeah, I couldn't sleep. School will also start in 1.5 hours. Fun fact. I called in sick because I couldn't sleep. Yeah, and other reasons. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah. Yahoo! No, my sword. You can't run. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Down with the running guard.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
There's another one.
Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Yo.
Hi there. Have you seen anyone dressed like a miner around here?
A miner? I'm afraid not.
Let's try someone else.
Okay. Vay, what about you?
Hello. Have you seen any miners nearby? About this tall? 4 of them?
Stop bothering me. Can't you see I'm cloud watching?
Fuck
Jeez,
off.
a little grumpy, aren't we? Whatever. Let's go ask someone else.
Asshole. And last but not least. Huh?
Let's play. Here we go.
That all you got? I miscalculated.
There's a girl. What's your name, girl? Ning.
Hey there. Seen any miners?
Hello. Hello. I'm live again. After 4 hours. It's early in the morning. I don't give a shit. I'm calling sick because I couldn't sleep and I just decided to play again. Fun fact, I didn't even turn off my PC because I couldn't sleep. I just went to bed, had my PC on the entire time. Like, Genshin was the entire time running.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them.
Yeah, that's them.
4
No,
or
what is
5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated. Traversing the geography of Lingju Pass must have held them up.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance. And there was a child staggering in front of them.
Yeah, I said they were in sort of trance. As a fun fact, I do not have much. I don't see the chat much.
Huh. This child. Did you see what they look like?
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't smiling. In fact, she looked very serious.
Very concentrated on her
And
job.
they took this road?
Where'd they
Yes,
go?
they followed it straight from here.
There's footprints behind us. There are the footprints.
Let's go after them.
On the floor. Like, are we blind? I see a chest over there.
Punishment! Rain cutter! No, my sword! Think you can get away?
This should be fun.
Brace yourselves!
This was fun. Thank you, okay. Alright. We're moving up. I could have just used the teleporter. Whee! Oh, for fuck's sake.
More footprints. There's a person over there.
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
No, because there's a woman and the miners were
Time for takeoff. Yeah! Let's play!
little assholes.
Here we go!
On you.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. Thank you all for saving me.
No worries,
My
on
name is
you.
Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
I feel like I've seen this somewhere before.
You sure you're not a miner?
A miner?
Yeah, no.
We're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining equipment.
Paimon, take a good look at her. I don't think that's a strong fellow. Maybe. But I don't think so.
I think I saw those people.
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. About halfway there, I came across some people. A few men and a child.
Could you be a bit more
I was in a
specific?
hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like. Apologies.
I think that's
Okay.
all we needed to hear. Thank you.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going.
I hope this
There's a
goes
conference I need to
alive.
attend. Again, thank you all for your help.
Ah. The bug I was talking about in the last stream is on my window. On the net. I can see it. I guess I have to turn off the light. It wasn't as attractive anymore.
According to the scholar, the miners were heading for Nantianmen.
Thought there was a rift hunt for a second. That's just a bore.
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that we're looking for?
Do you think if 4 random miners would follow a child
A
again?
child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon.
It could have easily been a different group.
What?
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Well,
Aha! Paimon nearly forgot about our secret weapon.
It looks promising. I'll do my best.
Alright, continue. Let's see. What you seen? That looks up for guys, and one of them missing the bag.
It's the same group, all right. They followed this road.
Alright.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget in a hurry.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise from Mr. Zhongli is high praise indeed.
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun compass along. We would have lost all sense of direction a long time ago.
You think so? I guess it's been a worthwhile trip then.
I like this NPC.
It
It's
feels
cool.
like we're cracking a criminal case. It's a lot of fun.
Be that
that's
as it
kinda
may, we would do well to keep our guards
Someone
high.
trolls over there.
4 fully grown men in a trance-like state. walking ceaselessly day and night, over hills and mountains, led by a child. This is no ordinary incident.
Definitely not.
Oh, you're quite right, Mr. Zhongli. We should have our wits about us.
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap hatchlings, but the level of aggression they exhibited was unusual. We have encountered many clues along the way. So far, they've pointed us in the right direction. The miners headed in the direction of Nantianmen the day before yesterday. From here, they would have had to navigate a perilous mountain road. If their destination is indeed Nantianmen, we should be able to catch up with them.
Great! No time to lose!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now. If Uncle Dai does pass through here, it should guide him to us.
Clever thinking! A classic Zhongli move!
Alright. Where is Nantianmen? What is that thing's name? Shifting earth and lost threads come to light. Alright. Oh.
Hey! Over here on the ground! Is this one of the missing people?
What the hell are you? Are you
There's a
alive?
basket lying here, too. This must be one of the miners.
Hey! Hello? Can you hear us?
Judging by his appearance, he must have collapsed from exhaustion.
Should we wake him up?
Maybe not.
I can still dig.
Sounds like he's whispering something.
It looks like he's trying to set
It
up.
seems that he thinks he still has work to do. Something's not right. There's a camp nearby. We should take him there and monitor his condition before deciding our next move.
And letting the others get ahead.
Brace yourselves.
Oops.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I'll be right back. I just.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's not in serious danger.
Hyman heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig himself into this state?
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these ore fragments? I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4 that we're searching for.
How he came to be here is what we need to understand.
So he was kidnapped and then abandoned here. But if they didn't need him, why bring him all the way out here?
Unless something happened. Something that led him to fall behind.
Ugh. Hyman's had enough. This is too mysterious.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory. I have something for you.
What is it? Ooh, is it a present?
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you on this case, it feels like a fog is lifting. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues by myself. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each of you. A memory, if you will.
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change as you turn it. It's like a different crystal from each angle.
But of course, take it. And this one is for Mr. Zhongli. Huh? Is something wrong? Not to your liking?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving a gift during the current circumstances. But thank you. I will take good care of it.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others can appreciate. Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings. Perhaps there are more memories to uncover.
You sure like rocks, huh, Kunjun?
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. I feel at peace among them. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off. I won't be far.
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. There's no danger here. Oh, however, there is something I wanted to discuss with you.
Huh? What's with the seriousness all of a sudden?
Traveler, does Dragonfall mean anything to you?
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking for? What's so special about it?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. However, only a minority can survive for long periods of time. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful clashes of elemental energy gave birth to elemental crystals. When the fighting ceased, these geological remnants were miraculously preserved.
Cool.
And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and far between, relatively unknown. A few hundred years ago, they were virtually mined into obscurity. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from the earth?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of it's already been mined. Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr. Kunjun, whose motivations for seeking it are unclear even unto himself, it's practically unheard of.
Ulterior motives? Is he a villain?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch and wait. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. As for anything else, sooner or later the tide will reveal the lie of the land. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. Now that we've found one, the others won't be far away. When you're well rested, call Mr. Kunjun over to us. We still have more investigation ahead.
For fuck's sake, I've been talking and talking and no one's been hearing me.
We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we can return and attend to him. I suggest we leave a note for Uncle Dai. If he does find the camp, he'll know what to do.
Is Uncle Dai the one? Read. Rendezvous with Kunjun. inside. Concentrate. Oops. Sealy! Oh no, it's not that Sealy. That goes up to... The one Sealy I cannot stand.
Kunjun, we need to get going.
Hello!
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kunjun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any clues. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment.
Is there a pattern to it?
Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the recent past.
So there's never any ancient memories?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense. It is the same for people.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Very similar to humans. Someone said. I see a Sealy. I shall not follow it. The tree.
Wow.
Oh, there's
Such an immense tree.
floaty floaty.
And there's so many mysterious looking crystals up there too. Amazing.
This ancient tree.
Yeah,
Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take that area. Perhaps you could survey this section.
Sure.
All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet here.
Doesn't seem very interesting. Paimon's gonna look over there.
Okay.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Nothing to worry about.
Did you see anything?
Not yet.
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. Why don't you climb the tree and have a look?
You sure I have what clues into?
If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings from up there. When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea,
A lot of times,
Wait a
Paimon.
minute. Paimon can fly.
All of you, come here.
Zhongli's
Well, you know
voice came
good.
from behind the tree. Did he find another clue? Quick, let's go see. Maybe he found another miner.
Or it's a lure. It's a lure, isn't it? Trap.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
There are birds here. Oh, never mind. There's actually only. Huh? There.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There. Yippee!
What a find! I wonder how many bottles this will be worth. Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Hello.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our answer is up ahead.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? Someone else go first.
Okay, sure.
Compose yourselves. I will lead us in.
Right.
There is an unusual presence emanating from inside the tunnel. Prepare yourselves and tread lightly.
Gundren is upstairs. Oh no, there she is.
This is
The miners.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
It's definitely made by
Digging a
Zhongli.
tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until they opened the gate.
So behind the seal, there's...
Deal. They sound like zombies.
What do we do? We can't hurt them.
Just pressing them back. Genshin! Genshin wasn't there. Did you just die? Arshtaha. Sealed Lord of Bishops.
What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ashtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Solidify!
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Hello. Fuck.
Body and mind. No, my sword. Judgment. Brace yourselves.
Quake!
Be crushed.
Order guide you.
Here we go.
Fisher!
Punishment. Let me weave you a verse. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Stabilize.
Let's light it up. You can't run.
Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Here we go. Rain outlines your fate.
Cowardly insects!
I'm going in.
This is order. Gather!
Yahoo! Let's light it up. Lights out.
Come. Experience an eon of
Brace
suffering.
yourself.
And see it again.
Morax. 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its name, Ashtaha. Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
Wait.
That voice!
Ashtaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
Wait.
You're...
Wait a minute. If he was Morax, Zhongli knew him? Is that like because of the energy? Is the are both these guys the same?
The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage.
And which one is the real Ashtaha?
Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree.
That's why you could read the memories.
Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ashtaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang.
I thought about it being yin and yang.
Opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ashtaha you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of Ashtaha.
So there are two Ashtahas?
Ashtaha and Ashtaha.
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
Why are both of them now in a humanoid form?
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself. Your plan was to launch an attack on both ends, from outside and within, thereby
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body.
So Kunjun is actually an actual person. Imagine she just dropped again, like, what happened?
I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax and aid him in stopping you.
So
I
only
had
knew?
sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Okay.
Don't
interesting.
blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when I touched the stone tablet did I truly remember.
Interesting.
It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax, do you want to tell the tale?
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. Ashtaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion. is the world's greatest destroyer of memories.
Erosion.
Erosion ground Ajdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend,
Morax.
and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ajdaha, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
You're the part that remembers.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploitation caused the ley lines to quake, which brought untold suffering to us. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with humanity. We lost all reason. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order, an unstoppable force. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me.
Interesting.
No. No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further, a willingness to coexist peacefully with mankind.
Even if it's not possible.
No! It is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Morax is not an insect.
Just. Morax is not an insect. Yeah, no shit, he's not. That was meant to be an insult.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
Humans are also not insects.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, then I am the memory of coexistence. Of coexistence with humanity. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as jade. Strange. What is this feeling? And all this?
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. Before I do,
Please don't tell my
these
content
words.
dies.
In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace. Even where it will never fall again.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More!
You see the restraints on her feet.
The little girl vanished.
Sealed away? No.
Are
Eroded.
you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days.
Reminded me of that voice line with Xiao talking about Venti, where it's like, oh, he goes by Venti? No. Oh, I wouldn't have known. I would have just called him Barbados.
I do.
Oh.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ejdah. This. I will remember this.
Sweet.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
This is a sweet interaction. Just friends. Yeah, but I don't know. That's a seal. We leave the main.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners.
Uncle Die!
So there you are. My men and I found your clues and followed them straight here. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. It seems he'll be okay. Sadly, we found no trace of the other three.
What?
Huh? Young Kun, what is...
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three miners are over there, in that cave.
Cave? What happened?
They're exhausted, but not in danger. Don't worry.
Right. Well, thank you, all of you. I better go and see how they're doing.
Yeah, this is just strange. Imagine the guy you sent out suddenly starts glowing white and having an incredible deep voice.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men. I'll be happy to assist all of you in any way I can. I'll be back soon. I need to assess their condition.
Okay.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ejdah. You're coming back to Liyue Harbor too, right?
I don't know if he'll last that long. Kunjun will. But I don't think Ejdah will.
Not I. Merely this body.
Yeah. As I said, Kunjun will, but not Ejdah.
Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame for someone of his talent to go missing.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Makes sense. Makes
Curious
sense.
how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps empathy is mankind's proudest achievement after all.
Ejdah. I am no longer the Geo Archon.
Why did you just drop that?
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
You're not, though.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been eroded.
I mean, of course he was the strongest. He was, after all, otherwise he wouldn't be the Archon.
That's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, it would be cowardly not to strike out on the road of departure. You may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the end of time, those people, those past and future relationships predetermined by fate, they will be waiting for you.
And so will you.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done, a reunion between old friends is an auspicious occasion.
That day in the chasm, did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you, let alone seal you away.
Hence my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact.
Isn't only Liyue's founder?
Old friend. God of contracts. I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Ashtaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time. And you, Morax, you too will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Bye. So is this Kunjin a real Kunjin?
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa, that was so weird. It was like he suddenly became another person.
Because he was possessed.
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun.
But what about Ashtar? He was a great friend of yours.
He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ashtaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds!
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the four corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
Okay.
A 1,000 years ago, Ejdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. Finally, I brought him down and sealed him underground. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ejdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. Towards Liyue. Towards life above ground. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot.
Have you also been affected by erosion?
Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave.
Interesting. Basically, if it gets to a point where it's too bad, then it's best to step down. And in this case, I think he means life. Because he already stepped down as an Archon, and it's not just Archons. Ejdaha was a dragon. Is a dragon. It's just purely by age. So instead of causing trouble, he means like Ejdaha. He's like, yeah, once the time comes and my erosion gets too bad, I will die. I will remove myself somehow.
The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire.
I mean, yeah. Is that why you chose to step down as a Gearchon?
Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles.
You aren't even looking at them.
But I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Of course he does. He may have retired as a Gearchon, but he was still the Archon for 2,000 years.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Ooh, sorry. I want to ask you something.
Oh? About what?
About my brother.
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot.
Oh yeah, you had a brother, I forgot.
So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane.
Oh, Dainsliff
He
mentioned.
told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're searching for.
My sibling, this is crucial for me.
Young Lee, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
I cannot say.
Bitch! What the hell are you talking? This awkward sounds and just like, no. I'm guessing Venti would react the same way. I mean, A talked about it. Because she wasn't the one present. It was her sister. She only got there when her sister died. And those three are the only ones old enough. He knows what we're talking about. Especially the silence spoke 1,000 words. He's just avoiding it. 100%.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I wonder what happens if they manage to bring down the heavenly principles. I just imagine all the Archons who have not said much about it. Like Venti, Zhongli, and A. Going like, okay, now that the heavenly principles are out of the way, we can tell you everything we know.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
Shit. Perhaps it was a contract signed 2,000 years ago. It was obviously very likely the heavenly principles with whom we signed the contract with. To keep shut about a twin. Or perhaps it has another connection. Abyss.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of contracts, I cannot go back on my word.
I believe you.
Would you be ready to find out?
Perhaps.
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past. Many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time. Forgotten by the people. Abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead. But as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
Very interesting. No mere stone. Anything else? What does stone level? Life endures heaven and earth, thanks to merciful Adeptus. On this side lies the evil dragon. Please do not disturb it. Please do not disturb it.
This tablet was erected by Mountain Shaper. It names Ejdaha as a terrible dragon, and serves as a warning for later generations to stay away from this place, from the seal.
Mountain Shaper, the Adeptus. We have met him.
It's a shame. There is a fine line between good and evil. If the good and evil within him could be summarized in a single sentence... Well, never mind.
You gaze quietly as wrongly as he stands beneath the tree. Amidst the quiet, only the soft sound of the wind can be heard. Time seems to transform into a visible river trickling away. Zhongli says no more. A fleeting moment, 1,000 years of an immortal world. The rocks feel it, and so too does the earth and the gods.
Let's play!
Stupid. Sorry, I couldn't look at chat. No. my resonance capping. Yo! Level 9! At this rate, I'll also get Venti Center to level 10. Then he'll be the 6th character. Because I have Xiao, Kazuha, Razor, Tanari, and Bennett on level 10. And not just Venti. I wonder if there's anything. Let me see something. Whether there is another boss that I am missing on the list. Oh, there are. Okay, let me think. I know who both of them are. I forgot her name. This is the knave, and this is will be unlocked in Arlecchino's story quest. And this is, I forgot her name. Dendro Dragon. Nahida's second story quest.
Sure, I'll play you another tune, but it'll cost you an apple.
Gonna run against nothing. Okay. What story quest is next? Tartaglia, we're not doing Tartaglia. Ganyu. Let's go to Ganyu story quest. I wonder what that will entail. Probably that she grew up with Cloud Retainer / Shenyan. Whoops.
It's shocking how much work there is to do, even for the three of us.
And she's been handling it alone all along. The Qixing secretary clearly isn't an ordinary person. It's so frustrating.
Huh? You're...
Hello.
Aren't you Ningguang's servants? How come you're here?
We are Miss Ningguang's private secretaries, not servants.
Have you seen Miss Ganyu, Traveler?
No.
It has been several days since Ganyu left for Joyun Karst. She's the general secretary of the Liyue Qixing. We've only taken over her responsibilities until she gets back.
Why'd you go to Joyun Karst?
Even though the Qixing have made peace with the Adepti after the latter had denounced Liyue, they still want to pay their respects to the Illuminated Ones. They commissioned Ganyu as their envoy to deliver a letter to Joyun Karst and bring the Adepti the latest news about the crisis. Still, Ganyu should have been back to her usual responsibilities by now, but she's disappeared without a trace.
I don't worry about her much. Probably Cloud Retainer holding her up.
Is that so? Maybe Ganyu just took a little detour. Who can blame her after working so hard?
These are eating flowers.
I'm afraid it's not very likely. Ever since we met Ms. Ganyu, she's been nothing but the most conscientious person in all of Liyue. Even when it's time for her annual leave, Ms. Ganyu stays on duty at Yuehai Pavilion saying there is still so much to do. She couldn't possibly be using her mission as an excuse to slack off.
No, it's slack off.
Paimon sees how it is. But she's half Adeptus. She wouldn't get in trouble, right? Why do you look so upset?
It's because of this absurd workload of hers. When we first heard the three of us would be taking over for Miss Ganyu, we thought it would simply be a matter of changing our work environment.
We couldn't have imagined that Miss Ganyu's daily workload far exceeds what the three of us are used to doing.
The Adeptus lineage is truly remarkable.
Speaking of Julian Karst, Traveler, I've heard that you can go in and out of there as you please.
Oh yes, they don't give a shit. In fact, it is unclear who it is, but somehow there's always, when after some time, just this wind, I want to say wind rise, but that's not what it is. It's wind current. It's either from Cloud Retainer or Shell or another Adeptus, we just don't know.
Of course! We've been there lots of times!
Ah, that's good news. Could you go to Julian Karst and find
But
Miss
likely
Ganyu for
Cloud
us?
Retainer.
Preferably before we collapse under this workload.
I'll do it. That's our sakes here.
Ah, we're saved. I remember Miss Ganyu said that she'd be visiting Cloud Retainer's abode. You might as well start looking for her there.
It's about time she came back to work. Otherwise...
No, perhaps we should go to Lady Ningguang first and bring up our overtime pay again.
Anyway, oops. Let's find Ganyu.
So Ganyu left to visit Cloud Retainer. Doesn't she live in Mel Outsa? We should hurry.
Oops. Okay, let's start with you. Wonder if we'll see her.
Brace yourself.
Oops. How the fuck do I always mess that up? Hey, Shinsen. Damn, I'm tired.
Wouldn't gliding... Huh? The person standing over there. That's Ganyu. We finally found her.
Finally? It's not that long. Hey, Ganyu.
Ganyu, here you are.
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here?
Both?
I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the Yua High Pavilion regarding matters concerning the commercial port.
Left the human world? You seem different.
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But they're all waiting for you to come back.
That's why you're here? You want me to come back? I'm afraid you came here in vain.
What? Where is this coming from? All of a sudden.
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold and unfold. The tide ebbs and flows. It was meant to be.
Where?
When the Adepti entrusted humans with overseeing Liyue, I knew it was only a matter of time until I had to leave.
But you were always someone
My Adepti
living.
blood makes me unwelcome in Liyue Harbor.
What? Okay, who the hell is saying that? Who the hell is saying that?
I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that I had been replaced by Baiwen, Baishao, and Baishu.
Because you have so much work that they can't leave that unattended. They were only replacing you for a little while.
Perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. Since the Qixing gave me a chance to leave with dignity, I decided to be tactful as well.
I believe there's been a huge misunderstanding.
I appreciate your kindness, but there's no need for your words of comfort. After 1,000 years away, I came back to Julian Karst. Looking at the clouds floating among the mountains brings me peace of mind. I feel better now.
But...
Who disturbs the peace of these mountains?
Chill. It's just us.
Cloud Retainer, we're terribly sorry.
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Okay.
Wow, you Adepti really are impressive.
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well.
Chat about the old times?
A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for conversation. One has been one's own companion in idle talk for many a year.
I've talked to myself a minute. Oh god. That's basically just a fancy way of saying you've been talking to yourself.
Ah, yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Cloud Retainer.
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Now that's a good topic.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it.
A cute child.
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep.
Wow.
Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball.
Oh god. It's just so
The day
adorable.
Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Oh god. Sees a human and thinks it's a monster.
Cloud Retainer? Forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Ganyu takes a run. I think you upset Ganyu.
One's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
You caused the opposite.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Jueyun Karst shall not be good for her.
Oh, damn.
One will tell you more about her, if you should permit it. Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Qilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Jueyun Karst might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Jueyun Karst. When I look at the sea of clouds in Jueyun Karst, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
You need friends.
By chance hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways, what's that training Ganyu was talking about?
She has sought to reclaim her Adeptus side since returning to Jueyun Karst. At her behest, one has organized training for her to achieve that end.
She should be in the southern part of Mount Aotsong right now, preparing for the trial.
The echo left.
Huh.
All of a sudden.
So, let's go take a look then.
Yeah. Ganyu! Oh, 1 second. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, 1 second. I'm sorry, Ganyu. Ah! There's another chest. I'll be right there, Ganyu. Hey, Mix.
Adventure time!
Whee! I hope there isn't a particular order. There.
It's a miracle!
Sure it is, buddy.
Adventure time!
Ah!
Here we go. Brace yourselves.
I see another thing over there.
Yeah. Here we go. Brace yourselves. Thank Barbados. Wait a minute.
I see over there is a bloody floaty. Well, that was easy.
Thank Barbados. Wait a minute.
And where was this?
Yahoo! Yeah.
See another thing down there. Like over there. Thanks, Union. Oh. Oops. This.
Yeah. Let's play. Judgment. Here we go.
Asshole. Here is the asshole. Fuck you. Oh no, great. Great. This was so worth it. Right, there was another challenge. And there's Ganyu. Yes, thank you, Top Channel. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Fuck no. Anyway, Ganyu!
So here you are, Ganyu.
Why did you come here?
I'd like to try this at
Is that so? You really are interested in the ways of Adepti. This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus again. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the abilities of others.
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin the training.
Okay. Whoops.
There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with. Fine. Wow! Ganyu's a really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Oh god. I don't have much time left. Go, 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 go. Ah!
We're way behind schedule. Accept.
We did.
We've completed the task. What do you think?
Perhaps I'd make a good
I
Adeptus.
agree. You possess many qualities similar to those of Adepti, despite having none of their blood.
Ganyu, what were you planning to do once your training was over?
The training's not over yet. The part prepared by Cloud Retainer is only the first trial.
Huh? So there are more trials prepared by other Adepti?
Is Mountain Jumper next?
No. The only Adeptus who can unlock my true potential is...
Who is it?
Conqueror of Demons.
I had a feeling. I was like, is it Xiao? It's Xiao. Well, he's not here.
Huh. So it's Xiao. That cold-hearted loner? How come he's prepared a trial for you?
I thought we would go to meet him. Huh, interesting.
I found him unapproachable at first, too. But I believe that being able to face him is an important part of my homecoming.
He's not unapproachable, that's the I mean, in a way. He's not an evil character. Or mean. Actually, if you take a look at his lore and not just his life, just take a look at his character, he's actually a very nice character.
He's already waiting
and
for me.
kind-hearted.
Come along if you're interested.
Even if he doesn't see it himself. Let's go, Traveler. He's probably in Monk Shin. Or not. Guess not. Nope. Ooh. Interesting. Is this like showing like with the Geo shop, which other element is imbued in it in Ashtaha? Like that's Geo and that's an Electro. Oh, it's raining? Really? Oh, never mind. Hello. This is silly. I do have him.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrongful ways of humankind.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer. I
don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training. That's all.
Xiao is such a strict teacher.
Didn't think that of him. But at the same time, yeah, makes sense.
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human. Always treading the line between the two worlds. It must create a lot of confusion. Instead of explaining yourself to me, you should face your true self.
That's actually good advice.
I have nothing to hide.
She might be a good teacher after all.
The body and the mind are one. If something worries your mind, your body can help you find a solution. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true potential of your body.
Yes. I'm ready.
Okay. I wonder what this trial will be. Less gliding, probably. Oh. Is that it? Where's the people? Oh.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed.
Think you can get away? Everybody stand back!
Access denied.
You can't run!
No touching.
Time for takeoff. Lights out. Witness the power of Guwa.
This is long overdue. Next on the agenda,
Born of ice and frost. Yahoo! I'm going in! Judgment! Huh? Access denied. Glaze over. Shiver! Think you can get away? Born of ice and frost. Teamwork is dreamwork! Ah! Punishment! Yeah! This is long overdue. No touching. Time for takeoff. Access denied.
We did it. We did it. Yo.
I've completed your trial.
Indeed.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't benefit your training. Only you can evaluate the result of this trial. You'll progress faster that way.
Interesting.
Understood.
The thing is, I'm questioning who's older between the two. We don't quite know. We know about Xiao that he's been in the Archon Ward, so he's over 2,000 years old, and we know that Ganyu was there from Liyue's beginning, I think. So she's above 3,700 years, I think, old. But then again, it's just like the minimum age. We don't know who's older between the two.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
Xiao? Where's the tea coming from all of a sudden? He could be nice about sharing them.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty of your training, so you'll have to...
Have to do what?
Another one of those pesky visitors.
That's a human.
I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your training.
Like, no, I'm not interacting with a human right now. Nope. Bye-bye.
Pesky visitor? So even here there are those that Xiao can't deal with?
No, I think he's more so annoyed.
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis. I've finally come upon the Adepti. Are all of you the Adepti of this mountain?
No. No. Us two, we aren't Adepti at all, and she's half Adeptus.
Great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your merciful blessings, O Adepti. I beg of you, please grant me luck, wealth, and a good career.
I feel like, I've already thought about it before, but the Adepti, as well as gods in general, are viewed differently than how they actually are. Like, no, they can't quite grant that, no. They're living things. I gotta do something for school. 1 second. Okay.
Oh, so it's a pilgrim.
I see why Xiao finds this type troublesome. I wonder if he has to deal with them too.
He can handle any battle, but talking to strange humans is a different story, huh?
Yeah.
I am also one of the Adepti. You can say that I'm an Adeptus in training.
Perfect. I didn't come in vain then, although you sound a bit half-hearted. Doesn't matter. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow, straight to the point, huh?
Dear Pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean that you charge people for the blessings of the Adepti?
No. That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that everything should be earned through hard work and earnest living. It would be unfair to other people if you got everything you wanted for no reason.
Hold on. I've heard this all before. You're just like my old man, always nagging me.
Your father must have experienced it firsthand. The lives of the common folk are riddled with hardships, but are also full of joy. A person of your age should focus on work and family, instead of chasing after fairy tales.
Are you a real Adeptus? Why do you speak and behave like us city folk?
Because she lived with you city folk for thousands of years.
You sure you're not one of those swindlers who poses an Adeptus to cheat people out of their money?
Show some respect.
How dare you reprove me? I bet you came here looking for the Adepti yourself.
I mean, you did come to look for a Ganyu, but we could technically also come to other Adepti, because, yeah, I wouldn't say we're friends, but we don't have a bad relationship.
He might sorta have a point. We did come here looking for Ganyu after all.
Enough. Doesn't matter if you're a real Adeptus or not. You're useless. I'm leaving.
Nobody's stopping you. Ganyu, don't let that guy ruin your mood.
He's just an asshole.
It's not his behavior. The things he said, he was right. I thought that coming back to Jueyun Karst and devoting myself to training would make me feel like an Adeptus again. But being questioned by him made me realize that
You're better off sticking to your human side.
But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an Adeptus,
Can you believe a human like me just this once?
It's true! Just believe us!
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. That said, I still trust my initial judgment. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Jueyun Karst once again.
It's a step in the right direction. Let's go!
Let's go! There's a bug. Little tiny bug running around my screen. Was quick.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu! We're almost there! You don't want to turn back now, do you?
I suppose you have a point. It would be quite impolite of me to leave the two of you now.
That's right! Where do you want to go first, then?
I've spent too much time in the mountains. The first thing that comes to my mind is the sea. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
Alright, let's go through the port. Whee. Which of them, though? I mean, Liyue Harbor is a harbor. There's many ports. That's the second one. Of course, it's the second one. I know who you were talking about, Bound. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, we gotta finish this randomized quest that I started earlier today / yesterday. And ah shit. Ah. What a great view these people have. There. Here's the order you placed with Yifang. For your volume of Rex Incognito, I placed this order eons ago. Why does it tarry till now? That was a first edition. Why no wonder it took so long. I think I'd assumed that Yifang had forgotten about my book and met all the other customers. Thank you for delivering this book to me, youngster.
The sound of the waves in this familiar port.
What the fuck?
The smell of the sea breeze makes me nostalgic.
Ganyu, you didn't leave Liyue for that long. Why do you look so moved?
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, I've spent most of it behind a desk filing documents. It put me in a certain mood, similar to the one I felt during my training in Juyun Karst, in fact.
Is that... It is! It's Lady Ganyu. I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you here. You were always so terribly busy.
Lady Ganyu? Why are you calling her that?
Little Miss Ganyu.
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien. He is...
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Liyue after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Liyue Qixing, the Tianshu.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Qixing? The same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concerning my identity. Fishing in the port and strolling about are the greatest pleasures of my life. I have no wish to be followed around by those armed guards.
Oh shit. Oh shit! I gotta take my glasses, cause am I seeing this right? So I told you about this bug? Yeah, it got into a spider net, and I think that's currently a spider. I can't tell how big it is though from this perspective. This is quite an interesting sight. The box stopped moving. Did you kill yourself? Did you bang your head so many times against the floor that you're dead? What the fuck? What the hell did I just witness? No, it's moving again. The spider got closer. What the hell am I witnessing? I have officially seen it all. I'm currently watching a spider frantically climbing around a stink bug who is in comparison frantically trying to get out of the spider web. I didn't even know there was a spider web. I didn't know there was a spider. The bug? Yes, I was talking about it. The worst part is a ball right next to it. A ball which I will remove now from the space. It's simply because yeah, no, I don't want it near. I need to put the bottle away at some point. It's an empty bottle. That was mine. I have seen it all. Without the well run. Oppa. My sister is basically like. Yeah, I don't think the stink bug will win. I will just not look in the corner for a few weeks.
In most people's eyes, I'm just a forgetful and wordy old man.
Uncle Tian is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
Don't judge a book by its cover, they say. I'm trying to remember if I've ever messed with him.
What an honor to receive such high praise from Lady Ganyu herself. I guess I must have done something right over the last, however many decades.
Uncle Tian, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me Lady Ganyu.
My apologies. It's not intentional, just a habit from my younger days. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Qi-Sing.
Oh, so you've been friends for many decades now, huh?
Oh, I was just fulfilling my duties as the Qi-Sing secretary. It's nothing worthy of your gratitude.
Talking about secretaries, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I believe you know my daughter, Huixin. She seems to be a bit troubled recently.
Yes, she works at Yua High Pavilion and she's my junior. How can I help her?
I don't know myself, really. She's all grown up now and doesn't like to ask for my help. May I trouble you to meet her at UAI Pavilion? She just needs a bit of guidance.
With pleasure. Solving the Qi-Sing's problems has always been in my job description.
She's back in character, just like that, huh?
As a picture of a Qi-Sing member, he's actually helping Ganyu.
Let's move then to UAI Pavilion.
Oh God.
Let's go jumping in puddles and see who can make the biggest splash.
Huishin.
Miss Ganyu, it's been too long. I don't know why, but seeing you brings me a sense of peace in these chaotic times.
The storm just faded too.
Indeed, it has been a while, Huishin. I'm flattered, but aren't you exaggerating a little? I heard that you've encountered some problems and came to see if I could be of some help.
My father asked you to come, didn't he?
Oh, secretary's the secretary.
Abusing his status as a member of the Qixing to trouble you.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague from Yuehai High Pavilion.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary, but also a great mentor.
So, what can you tell me about the problem?
Ugh, where should I start? I discovered something strange while organizing tax records. There are obvious irregularities in the tax declarations of two stores, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique. However, whether I question the shopkeepers or check their accounts, I can't seem to make any progress with my investigation. Without any evidence, my hands are tied.
I see. It's not uncommon for merchants to be blinded by greed.
Well, is there any solution you can advise?
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario.
That's 1,000 years of work experience. Damn.
All right. Let's approach it this way then. Your enemy knows you best.
Huh?
If I remember correctly, Second Life and Wanyo Boutique are old business rivals, competing for market share due to their similar wares.
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Do you want them to expose each other?
Exactly. Let's start with Wanyo Boutique. The owner's name is... Bolai, isn't it?
Yes, you're right. Follow me, please.
What? I will end the stream again. Just because I am tired and I will rest for a bit. My bed. I might stream later, who knows. In for a surprise. And yeah, bye.